So, most people have wondered, what was the first ever tank to have sloped armor? For a simple answer, it was the Little Willy tank. As you can clearly see that at the front there is, in fact, some sloped armor. Now I get it, some of you might say that the first tank to use sloped armor was the Schneider CA1, but the Schneider CA1 was built in 1916 while the Little Willy tank was built in 1915. For simple terms, sloped armor is armor that has been given an angle to increase protection while also keeping weight down. It can also deflect rounds if the armor is steeply angled. Now I will demonstrate that in Sprocket using two clips. As you can see, in the first clip, the round penetrated the armor. This makes it clear that the armor was too thin to block the shell. Meanwhile, in the second clip, you could see that the round bounced, so that means that the armor was angled so steeply that the round bounced off of the plate. Both plates in the two clips were both evenly thick. Now on to the pros and cons of sloped armor. The pros of sloped armor is of course the increased protection. It allows the armor to be thicker while in reality being thinner than what is the effective thickness of said armor. The cons of sloped armor is that you obviously get smaller interior space, and if the tank is turreted, a smaller surface on top of said tank to mount the turret. Sloped armor also did not provide any weight or material savings, as it had to be longer to reach the same height as regular armor that wasn't sloped. Now, going on to some history of sloped armor. One of the earliest documented cases of the concept of sloped armor being used in a vehicle is in fact on a drawing made by the Italian fella called Leonardo da Vinci. And said drawing was a drawing of Leonardo's fighting vehicle. But in reality, sloped armor was used in the 19th century on early Confederate ironclads such as the CSS Virginia, and also partially implemented on the first French tank, being the Schneider CA1. But the first tank to have all around sloped armor was the Samuel S-35, as well as some other French tanks like the Renault R-35. But later on in the war came the Shermans, Tigers, and of course the overly too popular tank, the Soviet T-34. Well, that's all I could tell y'all from the wiki. I hope you enjoyed the video and of course hopefully get a understanding of little amount of history behind sloped armor. Well, that's all from me, and I hope you subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it.